Hello students, I am Safiya, your science teacher. Today we are going to have the revision on are air, winds and cyclones, and the other lesson is respiration in organisms. So these are the two lessons which you have to revise and you have to attend the exam. So what we have discussed in the lesson air, winds and cyclones. In this lesson we have discussed about the different properties of air and how they are useful or harmful to us in our day-to-day life. First of all, air occupies space. We feel that a certain object is empty, but it is not empty, it is filled with air. So to know that air occupies space, we have done two activities. First activity, we have taken the glass and we have inverted it in the bucket full of water. When we are trying to immerse it in inverted glass, when we try to immerse it into the bucket of water, it is unable to immerse. So what we have done, we have tilted it. So when we tilt the glass, what happens? The air which is present inside the glass will be liberated out, it will be moving out, and as a result, we can see air bubbles in the water and water will be entering into the glass. That means the glass was looking empty, but it was not empty, it was filled with air. So air does not allow anything to come and occupy its space. And one more activity also we have seen that you have to go through it. And the next one we have learned about air expands on heating. You know, when we heat the air, what will happen? Air will expand. For that we have taken two injection bottles and we have kept them in the warm hands. What you have to do, you have to take two injection bottles with a rubber cap and put two refills. We can take ball pen refills, you have to remove the nib and make it as the fillers or the straw. Okay, and then you have to put a drop of water on both. And one injection bottle, you keep it like that only. For second injection bottle, what you do? Rub your hands. So when you rub your hands, what happens? Heat energy will be produced. When you rub your hands and hold that injection bottle with water drop on it, so you should carefully hold it and you'll observe that the size of the water droplet will increase. That is because air expands on heating. So when we are holding that bottle, injection bottle, what happens? The air which is present in the bottle is becoming hot, and that hot air or hotness is transferred to the droplet of water and the size of it is increasing. So by this we can say hot air expands on heating. Not only that, you can see when you can take one bottle and you have to you can take one boiling tube. Okay, take one boiling tube and take hot water in this and fix a balloon. Stretch a balloon and fix it on the mouth of the boiling tube. And what happens here? What we have here? Hot water. So which kind of air will be present in the boiling tube? It will be hot air. So as here hot air is present, this balloon will be filled. Okay, so that means as the hot air is getting here, the balloon will go on expanding. Till the hot air is present, the balloon will expand. Now say once again you have to take the boiling tube and stretch a balloon and keep it here. But this time you are not going to take the hot water, you are going to take the cool water. Now take cool water and observe. What happens? The balloon will not stretch at all. It is not going to fill air. If air is not going to fill in the balloon, it is going to be like that only. That is because cool air does not expand. So the shape of the balloon will not be obtained. So this is how we can say air expands on heating. Not only that, in the previous lessons we have discussed about matter expands on heating. So air is also a kind of matter. Another one, air exerts pressure. You know that air has a pressure and that will be exerted. Say in balloon, if you fill the balloon with air and slowly open the mouth of the balloon. You will observe that the air present in the balloon try to escape from the balloon. That is because there is high pressure in the balloon and the pressure is low above the balloon. So when you open the mouth of the balloon slightly, if you are opening, then also air will be moving from high pressure area to low pressure area. Not only that, air always moves from high pressure area to low pressure area. And not only that, hot air is lighter than the cold air. To know that, we have done an activity, we have taken the paper cups and we have done the activity. Paper cups you have inverted and fixed those to the broomstick. With the help of a thread you have tied those, and in the center we have tied the thread to hold. We made it like a common balance. And under one cup we have kept a burning candle. So the air present near the cup which has burning candle under it, what will happen? It will become hot. And as we know, as it becomes hot, automatically the cup will be moving up. It will rise up. There will be imbalance in that. So that is because hot air is present at that place. It is making the paper cup to rise up. And if not that, you can take balloons instead of paper cup and you can do the same activity. Same, you will observe that the balloon which has the air around the balloon which has become hot, that balloon will rise up. Another one will be at its same position. That we have discussed, and we know that as we know air exerts pressure, we have seen this balloon activity, and then one more activity is that you have to take effects of moving air. Okay, so effects of moving air. What is moving air? Moving air is the wind. So when the air is moving, what happens? It will create pressure, and as a pressure, again the air which is present in the high pressure area will move from high pressure area to low pressure area, and that contribute to the formation of cyclones. Not only that, because of uneven heating of the land and water surfaces, and as well as between the poles and the equator, the natural disaster called as cyclones will take place. First of all, we have discussed about air. Now winds. Because of uneven heating of land and water, as I said, land and water, there is a difference in the temperature of airs. So as a result, sea breeze and land breeze will take place. So what happens? Hot air, as we know, land will become hot more than the water, easily and quickly than the water. So the hot air present near the land will rise up. So the cold air from the sea region, from the water bodies, will move from there, and it will occupy the space of the air near the land. And as a result, again it will also go up. In this way, the cycle will be continuous. So the cool air will be moving from sea to land and land to sea, and causes sea breeze and land breeze. So this is the continuous process which will be taking place in the nature. It causes land breeze and sea breeze, and sometimes this land breeze and sea breeze will come, make it as a big cyclone. So what is cyclone? Cyclone is a violent storm on the earth surface. So it is very violent that it may cause damage to the property and as well as the people. Not only that, it may also bring floods, it may also bring the thunderstorms, etc. So cyclones will take place near the warm oceans. The air near the warm oceans will become hot, and as the air near the warm oceans is becoming hot, it will rise up. The humid air will rise up. As it is rising up, it will go up above this near the atmosphere, and it will be going up, and it will cool down and it forms clouds. As it cools down, it forms clouds. So as the air is moving here, the space here has become empty. So the cool air will be moving from different directions towards this. Again, it will also become hot, and it will also rise up, and that rising up air will go up to a certain extent, and it will cool up, and it will change into cloud. And again, see, as it is moving up, here near this cold air, the pressure is low. The pressure near the oceans will be low, and here the pressure will be high. Where these clouds are forming, there the pressure is high, and where near the warm oceans, the pressure is low. So as we know, air wants to move from high pressure area to low pressure area. So because of these pressures, difference in the pressure, these clouds want this low pressure area, the air present in the low pressure area, will be making these clouds to move towards it. So these clouds tends to come down, but they can't come. So as a result, what will happen, as the earth is rotating, clouds will also start rotating, and it will rotate and rotate and rotate, and all the wind from different directions, cool air and warm air, will combine together because of difference in the pressure and all. That complete clouds, all the clouds will combine together and start rotating, and that rotations, the air swells in and it will start becoming a big cyclone. So the outer part of it will be very violent, but the center of the cyclone is silent. It doesn't have any activity there, so it is called as eye of the cyclone. So this forms, and as a result, so warm air will boost up the energy of the cyclone, and as a result, cyclone will, because of the direction of wind, as we know, factors influencing cyclones are wind direction, wind speed, wind pressure and temperature. Whenever the temperature is high, the warm air will be more, and as a result, this pressures, difference in the pressure also tries to move, the clouds tries to move, and as they can't move, they'll start rotating, and because of pressure, temperature, humidity and the direction of the wind, this cyclone will form a big huge cyclone and starts moving from warm oceans near to the land areas, near the low-lying areas, and it may destroy the people, life of people, and as well as the property. So this was about the cyclones. So you have to go through this properly and clearly, and we have some measures to take before the hitting of cyclone and after the cyclone, that are cyclone do's and don'ts and post cyclone measures. If it is an alert, they'll be giving an alert on the radios, all the social media networks and all those, and they'll be saying that when it is going to hit. Who will be studying this about the weather and temperature? IMD, Indian Meteorological Department of our country, IMD. Okay, Meteorological Department of our country is IMD, Indian Meteorological Department. The meteorologists will study about the cyclones, movement of cyclones, etc., and they'll be informing us through different platforms. After getting the alert, you have to pack your essentials. You should be ready to leave, evacuate the place as soon as they'll say to evacuate. And if your neighbors, if someone is in need of your help, then you have to help them. And post-cyclone measures are, you should not go out where cyclone has hit, and you should not try to take the photos or something. You should not touch the wires which are hanging freely, etc. And there are two questions which I would like to ask. Like that is application in our day-to-day life. While constructing a house, ventilators, we construct ventilators, right? Where do we construct ventilators? Above here. Okay, above, in the upper part of the wall. Why? That is because one of the properties is what? Hot air, right? Air rises up. Hot air rises up. So when many people are present here, even one or two are present here, we are inhaling and exhaling. Exhaling air is warm. So what happens? Exhaled air will be rising up, and through that ventilators, the air will be moving out of the house and the cool air is entering. Because inhalation and exhalation of air is taking place, so that's why ventilators are constructed above, near the roof of the house. So warm air will rise up and it will be escaping from that ventilators. So this was a simple one. So I have given you the worksheets and everything, so go through it properly and correctly. Now next lesson is respiration in organisms. Respiration in organisms we have discussed in detail about what is breathing, what is respiration and what is respiration rate. Breathing, the process of taking air in and out, is called as breathing. Inspiration, if you are taking air into our body. Inspiration, leaving out air, is called as expiration. Both are the process of breathing only. If you are breathing in oxygen along with oxygen other gases, then it is called as respiration. Okay, first you are taking oxygen and leaving out the carbon dioxide along with some other gases. So that is what respiration. And how many times we breathe in a minute, breathe in and breathe out, is considered as the respiration rate. We have discussed how our chest expands on breathing, and it will contract when we are leaving out the air. And we have made spirometer also to know how much of breathe in air. Okay, in 1 minute how much we can breathe and how much of air in our breath we have found out, and we have done the activity and we have found. And not only that, we have discussed about respiratory organs of different animals like frog, fish, cockroach and earthworm, and as well as For us it is lungs, nose, lungs, etc. In the same way for animals, different animals have different respiratory organs that we have discussed. And what about the plants? Plants also respire like us. They have stomata in the leaf surface and lenticels on the stem or on the trunk of the plant. So lenticels are present which will help in respiration in plants. Not only that, we have also seen that the flowers will also respire, and sprouted seeds, when they come in contact with the moisture, they will respire. And next one, what happens if the oxygen level decreases in the atmosphere? And what will happen, that you have seen and you have learned. So go through it thoroughly and properly. And as well as we have discussed about, we have made apparatus to do different experiments, like to know respiration in plants. That is, first we have taken flowers. When flowers will convert lime water to milky, we have came to the conclusion that birds will also respire. Flowers will also respire. Birds and flowers. Then we have taken the seeds. There also we have seen seeds will also respire when they come in contact with moisture. And we have discussed many things in the lesson respiratory organisms, like frogs, when they are on the land, are under the soil, that is in the hibernation, and in the water, what respiratory organs do they use, that we have seen. And as well as we have seen how cockroach will be using its holes present towards the side of it, spiracles and trachea for the respiration, and fishes will be using gills, whereas earthworm uses its entire body, entire skin present on the entire body for respiration, and it has minute holes. The skin of the earthworm is moist, it has minute holes, so because of that holes and moistureness, the skin is able to respire. We have discussed all these things, and regarding more information regarding this we have to learn in higher sections. And the important point is discovery of carbon dioxide and discovery of oxygen. We know that carbon dioxide and oxygen are the important gases. Who discovered it and how they have discovered, that also we have learned, and we have seen the study about it. So go through it thoroughly and properly, students. So this was a brief on about these two lessons, air winds and cyclones, respiration in organisms. So students, go through it properly, learn properly, do not cheat in the exam, and write well. All the best. Bye bye.